Taylor, or or Hollister is another place.
Well, I know that Alana Jaylo. I figured just pull out the recorder because we're
What?
kind of.
Oh, okay.
Um.
Hello, everyone. Happy Friday.
Hello, everyone. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, Alana Jaylo.
Happy Friday, Rick Hammond.
Yes, I was telling you before we started recording about my experience with one of the co-founders of Payless Shoes.
Yes.
I was touched inappropriately as an 8-year-old.
It wasn't inappropriately. You just pinched your arm, but then that's hurt. It hurts anyway. It hurts.
That's inappropriate touching, babe.
Well, no, inappropriate touching would be, other.
So if I pinched you, that wouldn't count as inappropriate touching.
Okay, that would hurt, but I don't know that would be inappropriate touching.
So we should give some backstory. My mom, when she was alive, she's no longer with us. She was a nurse's aide for a period of time, and she worked with people with dementia.
That had to be hard.
And she happened to work with the co-founder of Payless Shoe Store. And so I think she left something at the work one day. So we go to pick it up, and she introduces me to him. We may have met once before. He comes over and he pinches me.
Yeah.
Which in retrospect is really funny.
It's funny now, like
yes.
you said.
At the time, it wasn't bad.
Yeah, I would be scared too if some crazy person not crazy person, but a person that's not thinking straight came and pinched my arm or my cheeks or something.
You were telling me
about
the people who select music for department stores.
So when I was going to school and to college to study music, I heard that there were different things in the music industry that people can do, like not just writing film scores or teaching music or working in a recording studio, but some people are hired to pick music for retailers like Starbucks or Payless or like stores like Hollister's or H&M.
Back in the day, I may have told you this, that I almost joined the BEP program.
Yes. I know some people that either have or have almost did, yeah.
I go in and I do an interview. Mm-hmm. It's like a loose thing. This lady's talking to me, telling me about all the rules. Mm-hmm. And she said something like, she's talking about all the fees. She told me there's this fee you pay, and I might be having it wrong, but it was something to the effect of you pay this like $5 a month, and you get access to a couple of radio stations that are exclusive to the BEP program.
That is kind of strange.
Also,
I've never heard of that before.
Yes. When I used to go to Fred Meyer before we had the pandemic and the start of The Walking Dead.
Right. The Walking Dead. Okay.
I remember listening to music in their store, and sometimes they'd interrupt it by saying, "You're listening to the in-store audio network."
I have never heard that.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Yeah, that's odd.
You've never watched The Walking Dead, have you?
No, I read about it, but I never was interested in it sounds like a land of zombies or something.
I haven't watched the entire series. For some reason, I stopped watching when Rick Grimes takes over the city of Alexandria. But I really liked it.
Alexandria, Virginia?
I believe they build a city called Alexandria, and it may have been based off Alexandria, Virginia.
Okay, so is the premises of Walking Dead, are they zombies?
Yeah, so basically it starts off with there's this cop named Rick Grimes, and he gets shot and he goes into a coma. When he wakes up, there's zombies everywhere, and this disease is caught on through the world.
Oh well.
And he goes on a quest, and he finds a group of people. One of them being his wife, his ex-partner, and their son. Yeah. Carl.
Right.
Rick and God, what's her name? I forgot her name. Mm-hmm. But their son. So it's about their journey together. We're not sure if he gets her pregnant or if it's the child of his partner. Oh, that's weird. Ends up giving birth to a daughter named Judith.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. I love the first few seasons of that show. Okay. I don't think you would respond very well to it, though.
You don't think so?
No.
Why not?
There's a lot of violence in the show.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure. There's a lot of violence everywhere in shows.
Yeah, but this show is particularly brutal.
Really? Even though the most of the people are walking dead?
Oh yeah, like they'll have main characters in that show die like all the time, just in random episodes throughout the
Wow.
season, which I really enjoy. But
Really?
yeah,
So many deaths in one series?
the one it makes it difficult to really root for a character though.
Oh, right. Well, yeah, because yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah.
That you wouldn't be able to root for a lot of characters.
No baby boys.
No.
No baby boys.
No.
Yes. You're talking interesting, so that's why I pulled this out and started.
Yeah. No,
with
that's okay. No.
Yes.
Did
The other
you
night,
say whipped it out?
I whipped it out.
Okay.
Not if your dad's listening, of course. That's I'm saying that.
By the way, he's talking about the iPad.
That's slang on the street for dick. Hey, why are you tickling me? Hey.
Hey. My father could be listening to this. Actually, I won't tell him about this.
Okay, good. I have my rights not to be tickled. Jaylo.
Yes.
After we do this, we're going to watch some Deep Space Nine.
Yep.
And we had watched one of the episodes the other day.
Yes, we did.
Because I wanted to get your take on it.
And I was asleep through part
Yeah.
of it.
So
I was really tired that day. That was the day where we recorded the last one.
Yes, after we recorded, we were going to watch the spirituality episode of DS9, but you fell asleep during it.
And I am now more awake today, so
I'm excited about that.
so I am going to enjoy it. Yes, I am.
It's really cool.
Yes. Speaking about sleep,
Yes.
so I know that we usually save our dream segment for the end of the towards the end of the show or the end of the episode.
We can mix it up a little bit.
So I had a very weird dream last night. One of the dreams was about school. I was back at school. I was back at college, but I think I missed an entire week, and I came back on a Tuesday, which is really weird. And I think it was like towards the end of the term, and I missed a lot. And then the weird part about this next dream. So I really had two dreams. The weird part about this next dream was I was back at my old house as a kid, and I was getting ready to leave, and I heard this. I heard this pastor preaching about the story of the story of a warrior named Gideon in the Bible, and how to fight battles when the odds are against you. And I woke up, and it wasn't in my dream. It was actually in my ear because my earphones were on. And I was listening to it. I'm like, that is weird. It ended up in my dream. Have you ever had that happen to you?
Back in the 90s, I used to skip school a lot. We're talking the late 90s. Mm-hmm. And I'm still a big Howard Stern fan. But from 98 until the early 2000s, I used to listen like every single morning, right? Mm-hmm. So because I would skip school, sometimes I'd fall asleep, and I'd hear him and Robin talking in my dreams. It was really, really freaky.
Yeah, I tend to do that if I'm listening to something and I hear like a song in my dream, or I don't know, it's just odd. Would that count as lucid dreaming?
You know, we had this discussion earlier. I don't think so, because I think lucid dreaming is when you're aware that you're not awake. So, for example,
Okay.
if I'm asleep and I realize that I'm in a dream, then I can manipulate it. So I could say to myself, okay, I'm dreaming. Why don't I use this opportunity to practice the guitar in my sleep or to work on a cooking recipe?
Right. Huh. Because usually when I dream about something, I don't feel like I'm able to control it. I don't know. I don't think I've ever had a dream where I actually manipulated the outcome.
I have.
Really?
Yes.
How was that? This is fascinating.
Well, I've had dreams to where I'm asleep and I say to myself, all right, I'm talking to this girl. I want her to kiss me. And then she'll kiss me. Mm-hmm. Regardless of what we're talking about. Or I'll be hanging out with somebody and I'll be like, I want that watch that they're wearing. And then I'll get it.
And you'll get it.
Yeah. So I think I've had lucid dreams, but I didn't really know how to manipulate them. Okay. I also think that might have something to do with the fact that, I'm a creative person, right? And I think when you're an artist, it lends itself to having weird dream-like experiences. If that makes any sense.
I don't know. I mean, I don't think I've had any lucid dreaming as far as that goes. I don't think I've ever really. Well, I think there may have been one dream where I may have had a lucid dream, where I used to. Okay, so this is weird. I used to have these nightmares about being tortured, which shouldn't surprise you, actually.
No, it doesn't. You just tickled me during this.
Yes, I did. I did.
The abusers become the abused become the abusers, apparently. But
well, that was in my dream. I've been tickled so much as a kid that I kind of have to, have someone to take it out on you.
Okay.
Anyway, I still love you. Anyway,
that's what they all say to get you back, to get you from leaving.
Ugh.
And I'm going to change my behavior. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, but in this particular dream, I couldn't remember exactly. I can't remember exactly what led up to it, but the person in the dream that tickled me, who made appearances in my dreams, I ended up biting a hole in her hand, and then the dream stopped.
I don't know if that would count as a lucid dream.
I don't know if that would count as a lucid dream. So I don't
know. Lucid dream is more like you manipulate her actions, not that you bite her. So if she's tickling you and you say, okay, I'm going to get her to stop and do a dance for me, and then she does that, that would be more like a lucid dream, I think.
Okay.
Now, I'm no expert in it.
Okay. So I don't know that I actually did have any lucid dreams. Yeah.
I don't know, babes.
But the dreams that I've had that were just the weirdest were the ones where I was listening to something and I dreamt about it, or I dreamed in my dreams I could hear the voices on the radio. Isn't that weird? Or the TV even.
It is bizarre how those things creep into our subconscious.
It is weird. I don't know that anyone can really explain it.
No.
Yeah.
Well, you know my theory. I think that some dreams you're peering into an alternate reality, and in other dreams you're just processing what went on during your day.
Yeah. Well, I am of the belief that all dreams is that you're either processing whatever you were thinking about during your day or whatever's been bothering you throughout the day. It's subconsciously you're thinking about it, and that's why you're dreaming. Or
you don't believe in any fun stuff, though.
What do you mean fun stuff?
Well, like alien life, you don't believe in.
I'm very skeptical about it.
I don't think we've been visited.
Yeah.
But I do think that there's probably intelligent life out there. You don't believe in alternate universes or different realities?
Not really.
No, just me believing in them doesn't make them true either, but...
Yeah. But,
it's possible.
Fun stuff.
I would wonder what you would think of Ayn Rand.
I don't know. I'm surprised I haven't heard of her either, because you were the only one that told me about her.
I'm shocked, especially since you consider yourself a conservative.
Well, just because just because I am one, it doesn't mean that, I'm going to hear about every single conservative.
She's very popular in the right-wing circles.
I just don't think I've... And where is she from again?
I want to say she was from Russia.
Okay.
It's weird because I completely disagree with her politics. I despise her politics.
Despise is a really strong word.
I do. But...
I despise your politics.
I know you do, babe. But it's just because you don't have common sense. Hey, don't tickle me.
That's it. That's fighting words. Fighting words.
Ah. The abuse becomes the abuser.
Okay.
Okay, so I despise her politics, but she writes amazing books.
Yeah. I would imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Like The Fountainhead? Was The Fountainhead a fictional book?
It was, but it was so good. Because I don't read a lot of fiction. And
fiction's great.
I almost didn't read The Fountainhead, but I really, really liked it.
Yeah, I like reading fiction because it's an escape. I think of fiction... I think of fictional stories as an escape from, the trials of everyday living, or the everyday living itself.
I'll read some, but it's not my preferred choice.
Huh. Yeah, I like fiction stuff. I think it's an escape. Like I love reading mysteries, fictional mysteries. And I like a good mystery anyway. It really makes me think about, who did it? How did they do it? Why did they do it? I don't know. I just love mysteries.
I would love to reread the Last Policeman trilogy with you.
You told me that one was good.
That's really good. And I think it's kind of relevant right now.
The Last Policeman.
Yeah.
And who wrote it?
Oh, God, what's his name? Ben W. Walters, I want to say.
Is he still around?
I think he is, because the books are only like 5 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
And you think it's pretty relevant right now?
Yeah, it's basically about this detective who's just like an average guy. He's not like, he doesn't have any super abilities to solve cases. But he's a good detective. He does what he can. And when the book starts, it's been about 4 months since society found out that a meteor is headed towards the Earth.
Oh,
and we
wow.
got about 6 months left before this meteor is going to crash into the Earth and end all life.
Wow.
So when we meet our hero, society is starting to, break down.
Mm-hmm.
You could still get phone service, you can still get some internet, but it's starting to really go to shit. And you see his process while he's still investigating cases. So he's sticking with his job. There are those people who've just given up on society, and then there's him. It follows him from that point until the last day on Earth. And it's 3 books. Really, really good stuff.
I didn't read all of the books, but I know we talked about Alex Cross. And
I have a buddy who you've met who loves those books.
And I have a friend that you know about who loves those books too. And I listened to some of it. It's kind of interesting.
I want to read it because I almost said his name. Is so into the books for a while.
Yeah.
He was like always asking me, Rick, could you get me another book of this?
Yeah, my friend, I won't say her name. My friend is into Alex Cross, and I don't know how many books James Patterson wrote for the Alex Cross series, but it's pretty good from what I was listening to.
Now, I've heard a rumor that he doesn't write all those books. What he'll do is he'll hire a ghostwriter and he'll just put his name on it. I don't know if that's true or not.
It may be true. You can't believe every rumor you see, though.
You just said it may be true, but I can't believe every rumor I see.
No, I said that may be or may be not true.
Okay.
But you can't believe everything you read on the internet or hear from other people.
Got you, babes.
It may be a rumor, actually. It may just be a rumor that's been spreading around the internet. I mean, I've heard some weird rumors about, like, Jamie Lee Curtis and
The Man thing.
Oh yeah.
Well, we're gonna watch the Jamie Lee Curtis movie tomorrow night.
Yes, we are.
Fish Called Wanda.
Yes, we are. Now I know she's married to Christopher Guest.
Yes.
And I think they adopted children.
They did.
Yeah.
I don't really get Christopher Guest. So I watched.
I don't know anything about him.
I watched Spinal Tap.
Mm-hmm.
Years and years ago. I didn't think it was that good. And about a week or two ago, I watched Best in Show.
Hey, why are you pointing at me?
I'm not pointing at you.
Okay.
And Best in Show just didn't really appeal to me.
Was it about a dog show or something? Or?
Yeah, it was basically a mockumentary because those are the types of films he does about this dog show and the people who participate in it.
Wow, I always wondered how those are.
I knew somebody, and I almost dated this girl, but she was just a little bit too weird for me.
You always meet weird people, don't you?
I know, I do.
You just attract them like flies.
Tell me about it. I'm in a relationship right now.
Hey, I wasn't talking about me.
Okay. Well, before I met
I think I'm pretty sane. Okay, go on.
You would think that.
Oh!
Okay.
Oh, fighting words again.
So, back in the day, I knew this girl who I almost dated, but she was a little bit too weird for me. And her mom used to go to, I believe, cat shows.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it seemed kind of weird.
That is, she would go to watch cat shows?
This is the one babe, I won't say her name, but every time I run into her now, because we kind of run in similar circles, it takes her a few minutes to remember who I am.
Oh, that one.
Who's friends with the girl I used to have, with, that you kind of know.
Yeah, but you weren't. I mean, you.
She wanted me.
Yeah, but you didn't have a thing for her though.
No, but I told you we almost dated because she wanted some of the Rick, and who could blame her?
Oh, jeez, here we go again.
I had an ex-girlfriend tell me that she wanted me.
I know, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Well, there's a lot of guys that wanted me too, but none of them got a piece of me.
Well, good.
Well, none of them were, or the ones that were really vying for it. They never got to have anything to do with me, really.
Babe, no guys have ever gotten a piece of me.
Well, I should hope not.
Yes.
But apparently, I have attracted some weird people as well.
Until now.
Well, you are kind of weird.
Oh, and you're Miss Normal over there.
I think I'm normal than some people. I'm not saying you, but in some ways, yes, I think it's you. But I'm sure I'm normal than some women.
Normal than some women, or normaler than some women.
More normal than some women.
Okay.
What's normaler? Is that a word?
Once I say it, it becomes
normaler.
Part of
Normaler. Your grammar is atrocious.
It is pretty bad.
I should teach you some grammar lessons.
I knew a girl, and to this day, I don't know if she was like into me or just like fucking with me, but
messing.
No, I said the word fucking with me.
Okay.
But she used to correct my grammar all the time.
That's really annoying, doesn't it? Get annoying?
We hung out one summer, and I would just say, "Oh, so and so and me," and she'd be like, "Me?" No. What would I say all the time? I don't want to say. I have a friend. We'll just call him Jay for the purposes of this conversation.
Oh, okay. I think I have an idea.
And I always used to say me and Jay, and she'd always be like Jay and me.
Ugh, that's got to be really annoying.
It was really annoying.
Is she like one of those people that would say, if you say who, if you use the word who instead of whom? No, it's not who. It's whom. I
believe she minored in grammar.
That's got to be really annoying.
Yeah.
That's really annoying. So when I was, and speaking about correcting people, when I was a kid, I used to correct my sister with lyrics of songs. I used to correct her lyrics all the time.
It must be a nightmare dating me because I screw up lyrics all the time, as you know.
Actually, I think it's kind of funny.
Okay.
But you already know that you're messing up the lyrics.
Yeah.
So it's not like you don't know that. It drives me crazy when some people in my family do.
Because they think that they're getting it right?
They think they get it wrong. Well, anyway, so I remember when I was a kid, I used to correct some of my family members, including my sister, on lyrics. And she told me to stop it. Well, that song "Rock With You" by Michael Jackson. I won't say what the lyrics were. But I'll just say that she got some lyrics wrong. And I told her one day, I said, you know that's the wrong lyrics. And she's like, what? How come? I got the lyrics wrong the whole time. I said, yeah, you did. And then she's like, how come you never said anything? I said, well, because you told me not to correct you anymore, so I didn't.
I always find it interesting to me that Michael Jackson worked on the song "Smooth Criminal."
Oh, jeez. Here we go again.
Well, let me tell my part.
No.
Can I talk about what I find interesting, babe?
No, because I already heard this.
I don't think people out there...
They don't need to hear that.
So, he does this song, "Smooth Criminal." You've been touched by a smooth criminal. And then, please don't tickle me. We should say...
If Rick's friend is listening... That's exactly
all right,
why.
don't tickle me. So we should talk about you're a Michael Jackson defender.
Fan.
Oh, can I tell my story then?
No. What story?
Okay, what story? So let me tell my story.
Jeez.
Okay, so there's that song, and he says, "You've been touched by a smooth criminal."
It's struck by the way.
I thought it was touched by.
It's struck by.
Okay, I'm bad with lyrics.
It's struck by a smooth criminal, not touched.
I thought it was touched by.
Oh, well then, when I corrected you right now.
Well, maybe the story is a little bit less relevant then. Let's see.
Okay.
As we all know, there were some allegations made about little kids and Michael Jackson. I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. I'm not going to pretend I do. What I do know is he gave an interview in the early 2000s with, I believe, Martin Bashir.
Oh yeah, I saw that one.
Who later
yes.
went on to work for Nightline.
I did see that.
And
I did see that special.
In that interview, he said, "I go to that tree to write my songs, and all my songs are inspired by little kids." And of course, I thought the lyric in the song was, "You've been touched by a smooth criminal."
No, it's struck.
But you've been struck by a smooth criminal.
Yes.
What do you think about that, babe?
I think it's weird that you would bring it up now.
Okay. Well, no,
I've always found that interesting. By the way, I did see that special. I also saw another special, and I saw both. I saw both specials. So one was hosted by Martin Bashir, the other one was hosted by Maury Povich.
I saw that was a complete fluff piece.
I don't think so.
It was.
I really. How do you know that? You're just saying. I wonder if you're just saying it because you're not a Michael Jackson fan. Am I right?
I respect.
You have your own biases.
I respect his success.
Is this what you would call confirmation bias?
Listen, the man.
It's your own biases.
No. The man slept in beds with children that were.
We are not going to debate this. We are not going to debate this during this episode. I don't think it's. I think it's worth debating another time.
Okay.
Because you already know how I feel, and I really don't want to get worked up right now because I'm in a good mood.
Okay, good.
But I gotta do something.
Oh, so do I.
By the way, if anybody is a Michael Jackson fan, you can send any comments to Rick, care of Rick Hammond.
If anybody is a Michael Jackson fan, fuck off. All right. Except for you. No.
Fighting words.
You also
Fighting words.
Can we talk about Cosby or no?
No.
Okay.
Fighting words. You know, I think it's worth mentioning.
Go ahead.
That today is the day before our anniversary.
I know.
And you know, you don't want to make me upset.
Sorry.
Maybe I'm not upset. I'm just. You don't want to get me upset.
I do think it's cute when you're worked up.
Yes, of course you would. Of course you would. Yeah, but you would think it was cute if any woman was worked up, right?
For the most part.
Okay.
You know.
But is it because I look like this that you're
Definitely doesn't hurt.
Okay.
I
suppose if I what?
You have that cute voice.
Oh, thank you. I suppose if I was, not so attractive, it wouldn't really, do anything for you.
Yeah. I mean, let's be honest, babe. You're so cute. If Michael Jackson was alive...
Oh, no.
You could almost get him to switch his preferences to go older and with women.
I would still be younger than him, much younger.
No, but you'd be older. You'd be like, I don't know, like 30 years older than...
Okay, that's enough.
That was
that's
a joke.
enough.
That was a joke. Babe.
That was a bad one, too.
That was a bad one, okay? So...
You're gonna get it.
That was clearly a joke, babe. A lot of people like Michael Jackson's music.
Yes.
But I am not one of them.
No. You're
Babe.
Not. What?
I come over this morning.
Yes.
And you're like, you got wishing a cowboy shop.
Oh, no, but
it was good. I enjoyed it.
But you liked it.
I enjoyed it.
So let me give a backstory if I would, please.
Go ahead.
I could, please.
Yes.
So for those of you who don't know who Capital Steps is, they are a comedy group. I don't know where they're out of, but I was introduced to Capital Steps in the late 90s when Bill Clinton was still in office, and they do political humor for both sides of the spectrum, the Republican side and the Democratic side, so nobody is off limits, and we listened to some pretty funny things, and we both got a good laugh out of it. It was pretty funny.
It was pretty good.
The guy who did the impersonation for President Trump was really, spot on. Really, really spot on. I thought he did an excellent job. And then there was Oh, there was one sketch that you didn't hear with Claire McCaskill and President Trump. It was hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was really funny. I mean, they are in equal opportunity political offenders.
Which I like.
I think it's great because you can laugh at both sides of it, and it's pretty funny, especially the Bill Clinton thing. Hillary is writing her book, and
That was great.
she's going far, 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 far away from me. It's like, well, don't get me wrong, I love it when she's away.
And then that dude did that song as Bill Clinton about how they're so impoverished.
Yes.
Even though
They can't live on an 8 million advance.
Right. Well, it's something like on TYT they were saying that the Clinton Foundation
Yeah.
has gotten something like $3 billion in donations, which are basically the speaking fees
Oh,
and
wow. Speaking
payoffs.
fees? Wow.
Yeah, so like with politicians, what they'll do is they'll say, okay, I want you to give an hour-long speech to my company, and I'll pay you $1 million. So you say to yourself, well, that doesn't make any sense from a financial standpoint. Why would a company pay $1 million for an ex-politician to give a 1-hour speech? And the reason they do it is because that politician still has friends.
Wow.
And you're also setting an example. If I know that Bill Clinton is going to make $1 million to give a speech and I'm running for president, then I think, well, if I'm good at these guys, I'm going to get the same sweet deal when I get out of office.
Ah. I like that one sketch where they're making fun of New York being a nanny state when Mike Bloomberg was a mayor.
That was good. And then the one about Fox News where they had the two
The
hosts.
two Heathers.
And one of them's just like, Benghazi, I don't know why I say that, but my contract says I have to say that 8 times an hour.
And the one with Rachel Maddow was funny too.
I might have I don't really know who she is. I know she's
Okay.
I know who she is, but I don't really watch her show.
Well, you're not missing much because I've heard clips of it, and she's nuts. I don't remember what network she's on, but
I know
it's
she's on
probably
MSNBC.
Yeah, it's MSNBC. Rachel Maddow. Although I call her Rachel Mad Cow because she really is mad. But it's I thought it was really funny where they're doing the jokes like President Trump, why did the chicken cross the road? Because there wasn't any wall.
Oh my goodness, yeah, boy.
I don't know. It was funny. It was funny how they put that together. But they are equal opportunity political offenders, and I think it's great that they can laugh at both sides of the spectrum.
Yeah, and so often people on both sides can't laugh at themselves. I was actually surprised that I heard you laugh at some of the Trump stuff.
I thought it was funny.
That's good. That's
no,
good.
No. See, there
There's
are
hope
things.
for you yet, babe.
Oh.
There is.
No, I do have a sense of humor.
That's good.
I mean, I can laugh at it. I didn't think it was mean spirited at all. I think I mean compared to SNL, because we don't even watch SNL anymore.
Well, I don't watch it.
I think that SNL's humor is mean spirited.
Well, I don't watch SNL just because I don't think it's been funny since Norm Macdonald left. Okay. Not because I have a issue.
I
with
think
the
it's
politics, right?
I don't not only do I think it's not funny anymore, but I think they've gone way too political, and they've gone political before, but it wasn't as bad as this.
I have seen on YouTube some of the Alec Baldwin stuff as Trump, and I thought.
But I thought when I will say that even though I think Alec Baldwin is cray cray, because he really he's just a weird person. I thought that his impersonation of the president is pretty funny.
It is.
But that's all I can admit that. But otherwise, I don't. I think that they're mean spirited.
I can't wait to see what you think of the show.
Well, I heard part of it, and I didn't get a chance to listen to all of it. But do you like it?
I think it's great, but most of it will be making fun of Trump because he's in office.
Okay. But didn't you say he makes fun of all the presidents?
On the hard drive I gave you, I have episodes going back to 2012, and he really laid into Obama about like the Predator drone stuff.
Oh.
There was this great sketch he did where it's like Obama talking to one of his daughters about Predator drones, and he's like, "Well, you never do anything illegal, do you, sweetheart?" And she's like, "No," and he says something to the effect of, "Good, I wouldn't want to use a Predator drone on you." I know I butchered that, but it's something to that effect.
No, I appreciate humor that is on both sides, but it isn't like it's not necessarily taking pot shots at the person, but it's just laughing at the situation.
It's good, babes.
I appreciate that kind of humor. That's why I like Capital Steps, or Stapital Keps, as the guy that would be flipping his words around, which I thought that was really a funny sketch.
I enjoyed that too.
Pollited squalitians.
Yes, baby boys.
Or squalid politicians.
Yes, baby boys.
Anyway, yeah. So I'm glad you like it because it was really, it was really funny. The one with Claire McCaskill was just great.
We're gonna have to hear that sometime.
We will.
Yes.
Yeah. And this, I don't know. I had to do some research to see where they're actually from, where they come out of. But they're pretty talented. Those people, and they sing pretty well. They do.
I'm proud of them, babe.
Yes.
They made me proud.
Yes, they do.
Yes.
Yes. That's right.
I watched a movie this week that I eventually want to show you. Although I know that this weekend and next weekend are filled up with films.
Yeah, it is.
But it was this comedy from 1940 starring Cary Grant called His Girl Friday.
Oh, yeah, she told me about that one, yes.
I turned it on and I because comedy doesn't always translate through the years.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought this film was really funny and it held up well.
Really?
There were obviously a few things that, were dated.
Was it as funny as Harvey?
I thought it was better.
Really?
Yeah. Harvey has some funny scenes, but I think the storytelling in it is really good.
Oh, okay.
More than anything. More than
So
the humor.
you think at the oops, sorry.
Oh.
That was
I can
the
smell
little
that from here, babe.
that was the door stopper.
Okay. I didn't know
That
door
was
stoppers smelled, but go ahead.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Sorry, go ahead.
So you think that His Girl Friday is a lot wittier than Harvey?
I do.
I appreciate witty humor.
I do too.
Yes.
We will watch that eventually, maybe after we do the Hitchcock Stewart weekend next week.
Oh yeah, and then what is the premise of it again, of His Girl Friday?
Cary Grant runs a newspaper.
Mm-hmm.
He's been married before, now he's divorced, and his ex-wife used to be a reporter.
Mm-hmm.
She comes to town and tells him that she's going to get remarried the next day.
Uh-huh.
There is this man who is in jail for killing a police officer, and he's supposed to be executed that night. Mm. Through an odd series of events, she ends up doing one final story for the newspaper. I would love to say more, but I don't want to ruin it.
Right, okay. Is her name Friday?
No.
Okay.
No.
Just kidding.
Yeah, go. And it was directed by the great Howard Hawks.
Oh.
Yes.
I don't think I heard of him.
Well, we're going to have to change that, babe.
Howard Hawks.
Hawks.
Like as in the bird hawk, right?
Yes.
Hawks.
Yes. Quentin Tarantino once said in an interview, I believe on Charlie Rose, that Howard Hawks was one of his favorite directors.
Wow.
Yeah.
You
still haven't seen any Tarantino films.
I don't know that I have or haven't.
What were you about to ask?
Oh no, I just realized what I was asking, and I already knew the answer.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
We got to watch Jackie Brown some night.
Yeah.
I wonder what would it be like to pair those two films.
His Girl Friday and Jackie Brown.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't know.
Who directed Jackie Brown?
That was Quentin Tarantino. I think that's Tarantino's best film.
Oh.
But that's just me.
Yes.
It's also the film I've seen more in the theaters than any other movie.
Yes.
I went to see it 8 times when it came out.
Oh.
Yes. Anyways, babes.
Yes?
Is there anything else you want to say?
I think I've gotten my tickling out for the morning.
Well, that's good. That means it's about my turn.
I never said that.
Because all I did was talk and you started tickling me. For no reason.
Fighting words, Bubs. Fighting words.
Why?
Had them fighting words.
Why?
I think you know why.
No, I don't.
I'll just say that if you listen to the episode again, you'll know why.
Okay.
I would do that.
Well, abusers always say stuff like that. Like I sort of...
It's abuse?
Yeah, that you're an abuser.
I'm not an excessive tickler.
Yeah, you're an abuser. And
What?
I'm your victim.
Really?
Hmm?
Really?
You're saying, I should have known why, it's my fault. Not taking any responsibility for it.
Oh.
I still love you, babe, but I love myself more, so I might have to leave.
That would be a really weird PSA.
Yes, it would be.
Yeah. Are you addicted to tickling? Do you or anybody... Are you or anyone suffering from tickle abuse?
Yes. I told you my idea for like a PSA, right?
Oh, addicted to giving blood?
No, there was that one, but I had another one a couple years ago.
What?
So you know how back in the 90s there used to be all these Christian organizations?
Oh, like Save the Children?
Yeah, and you donate to them and you
and
get
Child
like a
Reach
card.
or
and
a Christian Children's Fund.
Yeah, and they'd save you from going to hell and all that type of stuff.
They can't save you from going to hell.
Well, you know what I mean. Anyways.
Yeah.
I thought it might be funny to do like a fake commercial, but instead of helping children, you get to help a hipster. So you would start the Help a Hipster Fund. And you'd say, okay, this is the Help a Hipster Fund. If you donate $5 a month to sponsor the hipster of your choice in Portland, Oregon, we will make sure that they never run out of flannel t-shirts or what are those bars? Damn it.
Those are bars?
No.
Bars? What do they use the bars for?
Like those candy bars, they're like the
protein bars?
No. They're what are the Luna bars? Not the Luna bars.
The Cliff bars.
The Cliff bars, but there's like a specific thing they call them. It's gonna drive me crazy.
They're not called that either.
Granola bars.
Granola bars. They're granola bars.
So if you donate $5 a month, you can sponsor a local hipster, and you will pay for their flannel shirts and granola bars.
Okay, could you explain what a hipster is? Because I don't even know what that is. I would imagine that they're kind of like hippies, right?
It's like one of these like hippie wannabe people who complains a lot and eats granola bars.
Oh, I do like granola bars.
But let me finish my idea, babe.
Okay.
So you say that, and you also say, and on Christmas Day, we will give your hipster a guitar string.
A guitar
in
string?
exchange for all this, once a month or once every other month, depending on the availability of your hipster, they will write you an email talking about how your donation has impacted their lives. So please help a hipster today. And
that would be funny. That would be a funny skit, even.
I was riffing on this with a friend of mine years ago.
Help a hipster.
And afterwards, I was even thinking about people I could ask to help get a fake PSA made, but I never followed through with it.
Help a hipster today.
Yes.
So they're pretty much young hippie wannabes, right?
Something like that. They see themselves as outside of the system,
Oh, kind of sounds like somebody I know, or that we both know.
No. I know who you're thinking about, and it would be somebody who has a little bit more of an edge.
Okay, so not yeah.
Some people might accuse me of being a hipster. I don't think that's true because I don't wear flannel shirts and
I don't
listen to folk music and
No, you like folk music though.
Yeah, but it's
like from Folk Alley.
It's not my preferred.
It's not your preferred genre.
Yes.
You like a lot of other stuff.
And when you bought candy today, I wasn't like, how come there are no granola bars, man?
Granola bars?
Yes.
I haven't had a granola bar in a long time, actually.
Hipsters eat granola bars, I believe.
That's weird.
Yes.
Okay. So they walk around with guitars?
Apparently they do. Some of them do, babe.
Guitar strings?
So this is just my idea to
do. They get on buses with
do, yes.
No, wait. Do they get on buses with aluminum cans, like a bag of aluminum cans or something?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Well, some might actually.
Some people do.
They do recycle, I believe.
Okay.
I believe hipsters recycle. But
Do they and they wear flannel shirts a lot?
yeah, hipsters wear a lot of flannel.
Okay, now I heard that there's a style of.
Would you donate to the Help a Hipster Fund if I start it?
No, I wouldn't. I'd laugh at the PSA before donating anything to Help a Hipster Fund.
Okay.
No, it's funny. So I heard that isn't there like a style of dress that would be characterized as being hipster?
I'm sure there is, but I'm bad with fashion, so.
But I don't know if that's correct or not. I don't know if that's right because some people keep saying, "Oh, that looks so hipster."
Again, I always think of like flannel shirts and beards, and I'm sure
Granola bars.
Yeah, and I'm sure somebody listening to this will be like, "That's not the hipster way, bro."
Yeah, but you're not a hipster,
I'm not.
so you wouldn't really know that,
No,
and I wouldn't really know that either because I'm not one.
that's good, babes.
Yeah, I like eating real candy, not just granola bars.
Good, good, babes.
Yeah, but speaking of which, do you remember that those bars called Kudos?
I heard of them. I never have.
Oh
them.
my goodness, they're so good. They are like so some Kudos are covered in chocolate and peanut butter and fudge, and they're like granola bars, but they're covered in chocolate or peanut butter. They're really good.
Okay, I've heard of Cooters, but not
Kudos. No,
Not
Kudos.
Okay, I mistake you. I've heard of Cooters, but not Kudos.
No, Kudos.
Okay.
Kudos are actually things you eat.
Yes. Well, yes.
Kudos. I don't even want to know what you're thinking about right now.
And one would make. Anyways. Hey, I thought we were done with the tickling.
I never said.
Kudos.
Ugh.
Babe, is there anything else you want to say?
I don't think so.
Yeah, we're gonna watch the DS9
The one that I slept through.
and maybe another one, and then consider making something to eat.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Depending on what you want to do.
Okay.
That's right.
Yes. Well, I love you, babe. Even though you are guilty of some abuse here today.
What else?
Tickling me. That's what they all say, babe.
Hey, you were tickling me earlier, so.
I'll be in the shelter.
Hey, you were tickling me earlier too.
I'll be in the shelter, and you'll come over, and you'll be like, "I know I abused you, but what else?"
Hey, you were tickling me earlier too.
Oh.
Were you not?
Was I?
Yes, you were participating in your so-called abuse.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember that, but I still love you.
Yes, you do.
Oh, I still love you.
Yes, you do.
Okay, what else?
That was before I got the groceries.
Oh, okay, yeah. That doesn't count though.
What else?
Is there anything else you want to say?
No.
All right.
I think that's it.
Sounds good.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Until next time.
Until next time, which might be tomorrow.
Yes.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.
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 Bye-bye. All right, stop.